Good morning guys and welcome back to the vlog. Today I've got some time trial efforts sat on behind Josh Copley on his time trial bike. It'll be interesting to see how hard it is on his wheel. Then later on this afternoon I've got a house viewing with Chris and Sam because we are the committee for the University of Surrey triathlon and cycling team for next year. So it'll be exciting to catch up with them off the bike if anything, because it's not often that we've actually seen each other off the bike. I'm going to be late for Josh if I don't crack on and I'll see you out on the road. Story short, I was late trying to get the GoPro barman on, so the camera will have to go away for when I'm riding with Josh. But what session have you got on the cars today?
1 4 minute, 2 3 minutes, 3 2 minutes and 4 1 minutes.
At what power?
370.
On a TT bike as well. Rocking the full Watermelon kit today. After 10 hours in the last 2 days of riding, my legs are definitely starting to feel it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get on this ride, but I'll give it a good crack and I'll see you on the other side. How were the efforts, mate?
Yeah. No, they were alright. It's the best I've felt on the bike in a long while, so I was pretty happy. We were between 370 and 420 for all of them.
I was going to say, it did ramp up at the end a little bit, didn't it?
The last 4 are all above 400. They're only 1 minute long.
Yeah.
Focusing on being in a position and cadence were quite key today, and absolutely smashed them. So I'm a happy lad. How was sitting on?
Sitting on was alright. Obviously it's harder sitting on than it is on the effort on the front because you're having to constantly adjust and keep a high cadence and not lose concentration, but it was alright. Last few efforts were definitely hard, and the one that I filmed, heart rate skyrocketed right up into the 170s and was about 100 watts higher than all the others, so clearly getting low and aero behind Josh worked in the first few. And right at the end I came up alongside and I had to do about 550 watts just to sit next to him, so pretty beastly on the TT bike. Just got back home, and before I crack on with some admin work for triathlon, let's just appreciate for one last time AliExpress Watermelon Morvello kit that I managed to pick up about 3.5–4 years ago, I think, for about 25 quid for the whole set. It fits very strangely. The pockets are very high, like the bib, it's incredibly high. The sleeves are also really high. What can you do? It's repping the vegan cause, it's a bit of a laugh. For shorter rides like this, the Xiamoi isn't too bad. I definitely wouldn't use this on a longer ride. Anyway, let's sit down and plan some things for next year for Team Surrey Triathlon now. This afternoon we've got a house viewing, so I'll probably pick up the camera a little bit later on. Good evening guys, it's about 7:30. I thought I'd just show you what I'm cooking tonight. So at university I batch make the majority of my dinners because it saves a lot of time and effort, and it's also cheaper because it means I can buy the ingredients and put them all together. So what I've got going on here is we've got a black bean, spinach and mushroom sort of tomato pasta sauce. And what I do is this amount is around 4 batches, so obviously I have one of them with the pasta now, but what I don't use from today I will equally distribute it across 3 of these, and then I'll wait for it to cool down and then I'll put it in the freezer. I also do that with a curry sauce, but obviously I'm not doing that tonight, but I'll take you through that maybe another day. A question that a lot of people ask me is, don't you get bored of having the same things over and over again? My response to that is, well, if it's really nice and it's nutritional, it's healthy and it's easy to batch make, especially at university, it's cheap as well. Why not? I do mix it up from time to time so it doesn't become incredibly stale. I'll buy myself a frozen pizza from Tesco's, or I'll cook myself some mushroom risotto, or I'll have a cook full English breakfast. For these dinners, just having the pasta sauce and the curry sauce, which I might show another day, it just means that I know I'm ticking all the boxes nutritionally. Like you can't go wrong with that. Maybe one day, if there's interest, I can take you guys through my weekly shop at Tesco's, which usually comes well under £20, which some people find surprising or shocking. But I find it easy. Oftentimes it's around 15, maybe even lower than that, depending on what I've had from previous weeks. I think I've only ever had one shop since starting university in September that was more than £20. So if people try and convince you that being vegan and being healthy is expensive, especially with the amount of food that I eat, consider me an athlete. I'm eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, so surely more food would mean more expense, but clearly it's not the case. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into this now. So what I was going to say is, if you want to see more of this sort of content of, you know, life as a uni student, cooking, how to afford things, how to make these things, the process of it, then let me know in the comments, because it's something that I've obviously had to learn. These things are incredibly important, especially as an athlete, where if you do lack in certain nutrients, or if you're not getting enough food in calorie-wise, you can really start to suffer. Anyway, without further ado, it is coming to an end now. I think it's nearly done, so I'm going to dish up and end the video here. But thank you once again for watching another one of the videos. Cheers.